15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Oh, welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Monday, Monday, February 22nd, 2021, just after the hour. How you guys doing? Good weekend? Did you survive? Of course, you're here. I'm here too. I can't tell you. And it's been an exciting weekend. There's breaking news happening over the weekend. I'm sure you heard of it, of this supposed cylindrical UFO missile type looking thing that went above an American Airlines plane. Third phase of moon. First ones to get that recording of the pilot from a ham operator through Doc Skinner and connections. They had it first. Now it's all over. You can't turn on the internet without seeing this thing. It's amazing. I hope third phase of moon gets a lot of recognition for that. They busted their humpster. We all did. Let's give those people a big thumbs up. Thumbs up this channel too. Goof On was there. And we are always welcome to a thumbs up. Don't forget to like it, subscribe it, and share it. That's what they say. That's what the kids say, right? Like, subscribe, and share. Here we are on Mars. Yeah, that's Mars, man. It's like a really good picture of it too. It looks like it looks like I'm there. I mean, I'm actually less. Oh, look at my little logos moving around. Like I think the color doesn't mesh well with the green screen. Oh, look at that. You can see right through my hat. I got to change hats. Oh, no. I kind of like it. All right, let's change it. We're going to go with the Space Force hat. We'll do that instead. Let's see. This one we know. Oh, that looks better anyway. That looks better anyway. You know why I'm doing it? I just realized how to cringe your hats. Don't use your fingers. There's oils. There's food. Every time I go like this to, to this or this, I see a thumbprint. Now I'm just using knuckles. And I got to tell you, you get a lot more with the knuckles. But then sometimes the front gets a little bit quacky. But for tonight, who gives a shh? Don't say it. It's YouTube. It's YouTube. How you doing? You guys all right? Roll call, everybody. Lee Bodge, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the show. JP Bassignon, wreaking havoc 215. He's blue. Didn't even know it. All weekend, this guy's been blue. Welcome to the family. Did I remove that from the... let me unpin that. It says my chat is disabled. Oh, here it is. Yeah, let me, that's weird. I got to pause this. That's weird. There's only like a 5-second delay with StreamYard tonight. Oh, looks good. Look at me with my mouth agape. Love that word, agape. If you ever get a chance to use it, use it. They will say, did he just say the word agape? Yeah, he did. It means slightly ajar. Ajar. Did he just say ajar? All right. Stu Gerson. Stu Gerson. The biggest man in forever, old gods, creations, all of them. Welcome to the show. Stargate Traveler, what is up? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Jimmy Mac soundtrack and the Bee's Nest videos. Welcome to the show. Lori Olifant, I would never forget you. Welcome to the show. JP, I already did that. Misty OC Dragons. Welcome to the show. Cornelius Doherty. Welcome to the show. There she is. I was waiting for DJ. So nice. Jason William. Welcome to the show. Betty Double Kick Chick. That was tough to say the first 5-10 times, remember? Well, I do. Good to see you. First Floor Audio, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Who am I leaving out? Cindy Lou? I said hello to you. Arizona Lerps, hey, man. Good to see you. Or person. I got to be correct nowadays. Conflict Radio Official, what the? Why are you? How did you? Do you under... All right, welcome to the show. I'm just busting chops. Red Panda, how you doing? My other half of my brain, welcome. Lisa Marie, not Presley, hello. Welcome to the show. Tutti Frutti. Coraline Ann is back in action here at the show. My God. Alexander Dansby is here. Snuck in through the front. Dorothy Lang, welcome to the show. Or is it Lange? I don't think it's Lange. Nathan Allen, welcome to the show. Good to see you, Chief. Karen, hola. Miss Grizz. It just got to be short for the Grizzly. Man, this is a weird one tonight already. I can already feel that something magical is happening, and I'm a little freaked out. There's a lot of strange and new people here I've never seen before. Can we turn that off? There we go. We don't need to remind you. We know where we are. You clicked the link. You brought yourself here. Now the thing is to keep you here. Fancy Haven, great name. She loves my style. I'm Tracy. See? Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. I always am interested where people come from. You know what I mean? Bob M's here. He's good. Good to see you. Good to see you. Don't forget, guys, you could always help support the stream. This is a full-time job for me now. So I, all that stuff. Just support it. You know what to do. You see it at the bottom there. I don't have to say super chat or anything. You know it's there. First floor. Oh, I already said Crow Step. He's here. He's here. Remember when it was a year ago. Never mind. Alien Girl, Uno. Deep Thought, welcome to the show. Lee Bodge is here. Didn't want to forget you, Lee. I see you. You came, you left, you're back. I got you. Den Bub, what's up, man? What's up? Den Bub. Did I forget it? I know there's a lot of people coming in here. We're already at 76, so we'll get, the record's 155, so we did that a Saturday night. I can't thank you guys enough. It's weird seeing that number too, growing like every week. It's just a trip. So I usually, if you haven't noticed the way the show goes, I like to start you guys off with the UFO video or something strange, a weather anomaly and whatnot. I don't know if I want to do that tonight. I do have videos, but this guy, Adam Goldsack, not a joke. That's the guy's name. I know you're used to me joking around, but that's the guy's name. He wrote this article. I don't know why that happens with StreamYard now, that flashing is, but I'm ready for it. You see, I stopped it right away. Wrote this article, UAPTF reports the locus of control. So what does that mean? Well, let's go ahead and tell you about it. The issue of releasing information on unidentified aerial phenomenon brings more questions than it does answers. The history of how this bizarre phenomenon was handled within the realms of extreme classification undoubtedly led to unverifiable conspiracies about recovered flying discs in secret hangars, alien bodies kept in deep underground bases, the DUMBs, and advanced technology that defies physics, gravity, and rational thinking. The way government agencies keep this secret is a problem. It means that that in public sphere, we have unverifiable stories and nothing more. We always talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We get all of these grandiose whistleblowers and all these articles and unclassified documents, top secret stuff now, for the public view. No tangible, quantifiable evidence or hard data that would support the claims of such whistleblowers, like I just said. And yet, sightings occur every year from every area of the country, of the globe. I will fix that, because he said of every country. Well, not every country and abroad, like everywhere. The reports are patterned, detailed, and of amazingly shaped technological craft that should be unable to fly from the way they appear and in the way that they do. This dynamic leads most scientists to laugh off witnesses as crazy, or the incidences as hoaxes, or possibly even misidentified. True. And if you look at the videos that are posted anywhere on the internet, even Third Phase of Moon, usually there's a logical explanation we find out. Like the Dubai thing, when they were partying about their rover going to Mars. They had that big screen up that looked like two moons in the sky, and we found out the next day, advertising technology that nobody's ever seen before. So the issue with this, however, is time. 70 plus years of time has passed. They've provided us with patterns, the data. Similar shaped objects are reported, but with different people from different cultures, from different countries. You know what I mean? It's amazing. And decades worth of stories, even hundreds of years, even thousands. We've seen ancient aliens showing us ancient technology. Or if anybody here can explain how they built the pyramids, because nobody knows. Nobody knows where the tools are, right? logs, ropes, and is it chicken wire? You might ask, as I did, how can this happen? No evidence. All these stories, but yet no evidence, the guy says here. How can the biggest issue in human history be misinterpreted and downplayed? The answer is simple. Oh, well, isn't this fun? Mr. Adam Goldsack says it's simple. Really? Let me see if I can open this up. You don't need to see me. It was classified by governments and stigmatized by society. Yes, by the media. Not society. Media. They're the ones that go on the TV and back in the day in Roswell listened on the radio. You know, we've got our UFO, disc-shaped craft. The next day, weather balloon. The military made a mistake. Our army said they actually captured a downed weather balloon. Is this due to secret weather balloon, maybe from Russia? Yeah. 40 years later, alien bodies did not exist. You might ask, why didn't the governments of the world acknowledge the phenomenon for what it most probably is? Non-human. And by that, I mean it possibly isn't extraterrestrial, but it certainly is alien to us. What you might find is that the psychological barriers that hold up the secrecy of this issue are your own. You are the reason this was kept secret. Your fear of being labeled and ridiculed for taking an interest and mocked for not asking rational questions. It is your fear of change, your fear of the unknown. And by you, I mean the Western world, as he writes on. Okay? The Western world. Well, that's me. Prick. I mean the human condition. Oh, okay. I mean our need to be accepted in a sociology of beleaguered societal psychology. Jesus, man, can you put any more susses in this? It is basically the creation of stigma as a control measure, a methodology we have subconsciously applied to protect our fragile ego. Additionally, I have to say that the political and religious connotations of the UFO issue have significantly impacted how world governments approach the issue. We're going to get into that a little later, right after this, actually. I want to talk about that. Politic thing has gone absolutely crazy on Facebook too now. And I'm having a discussion with a one Ryan Stacy, who actually said there's no politics in ufology. We'll get back to that. But here we are in this guy's little blog here that he wrote. What do you think happened historically when this issue came to someone's desk in a position of political power? As Lou Elizondo would say, no one wants to be the UFO person. Oh, I see what he means. He doesn't want you to be the guy who told the goofy UFO story, I think. He's not real specific. As always, we'll talk about that a little bit later too, because I have a clip of Elizondo, again, not answering questions. This guy's the best bullshitter that we have in ufology. Has done nothing and is doing nothing. A lot of lips moving, loose lips are bullships. Anyway, so what do you think happened historically when this issue came to someone's desk in a position of political power? Great question. Nothing. Not until the past 3 to 5 years anyway. This guy does not know what he's talking about. I'm telling you. He says, despite this, the recent engagement of the Senate Select Committee for Intelligence, SSCI, a congressional oversight committee of the Department of Defense by Navy pilots, has shown there actually is a phenomenon that is in our oceans, in our skies, and on the edge of where our atmosphere ends. It, whatever it is, hides on the edge of our consciousness. We are infected by UAP, and yet we won't accept that we are sick. Wow. UFOs, that's a really... I'm kind of a little bit angered by what I just read. calling me sick because I want to believe in aliens and UFOs. By the way, YouTube does not want UFO, the acronym, in the title anymore of our shows. Can't put UFO in there. Lions Ground did a phenomenal video, made a video about an email that he shared with, I think it was an email. You'll have to see the video. I would play it, but I didn't get his permission. But what he shows is proof that UFO in general is being taken out of our... It's, you know why they said that? You know why YouTube told Lions Ground that? Because UFOs... Because he said, he brought up a good point. He goes, but all my videos are for 14 years and older. Yes, but for people who are under 14, we don't want them to get their minds with the wrong idea about UFOs. You can say off-world vehicles, you can say UAP probably, but you can't say UFOs. Can you believe this shit? They're actually suppressing UFOs. It's ridiculous. And this guy just pissed me off by saying something that we're infected. I don't know. Maybe he's just playing with the words, but I don't like it. Anyway, UFOs are as real. This is a quote. Are as real as the airplanes that fly overhead. That was by former Canadian Minister of Defense, Paul Hellyer. Of course, you know who Paul is. Paul's a good guy, right? Isn't he one of us? No, he's not. Yes, he is. It's just that, and I continue on, we simply do not know what they are. And until most recently, they have gone unacknowledged, Greer. Now, there is nothing that can be done. The data has been processed. A task force, should it do what it is meant to do, will give Congress the evidence it needs to create an official program that investigates these anomalous things. However, the unclassified report will include a classified annex, which basically means anything really juicy will be held back. Oh, isn't that great? Talking about the 180-day thing? That's just fantastic, isn't it? Don't you love this UFO world? Shh. I can still say it, right? Try not to. Okay. But what do we really know so far about the UAP? What can we trust as genuine data in a world of fake news and a topic that has historically been plagued by misinformation and disinformation? To answer this question, we should examine what has been reported so far. Oh boy, they're going into the deflate. There's 2 intelligence reports pertaining to be from the UAP task force have been released to NSANET that Five Eyes and GCHQ access. What the hell am I talking about? DoD secret internet protocol router network. All right, and all these links. This is a massive step forward. Consider that for all those previous years and decades, the Western intelligence community had nothing official on UAP to analyze and consequently open shared nothing between the Five Eyes. As of 2018, some of this data has been made available. Some debate still ongoing as to the classified nature and who has access to what. But generally, yes, data is being shared behind the scenes, which is something that was confirmed to me by persons who would be in a position to know this, according to this guy. We now have 2 intelligence reports to consider on UAPs, one released in 2018 and the other in 2020, according to the intelligence sources of the deflate. The reports went viral across the intelligence community. And guess what? Told us nothing. We got nothing. We asked for something. What did we get? Nothing. It's unbelievable. Here's what little Timmy says. Timmy McShillen. By the way, do not trust this person at all. Tim McShillen is definitely not one of us. I don't know what his goal is yet. I don't know. All I know is his narrative is only about him and not you, not me, not the greater good of ufology. It's only about him. He only cares about him. Everything he says helps him. Doesn't help you, doesn't help me. I promise you. But here's what happens here. He goes on and Tim McShillen's article, Fast Walkers and Trans Medium Vehicles, the Pentagon's UAP task force highlighted various interesting things about the UAPTF report, none more so than the observed UAP technology that include transmedium travel. Transmedium? You mean, is he talking like psychic? Huh. He says, what I personally found most eye-catching was the report that the UATPF are allegedly considering the origin of such craft, and that might actually extend this technology to beyond human, meaning given the extreme technology involved, these UAP might be operated by something besides Russia or China. No shit, Sherlock. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. No, not now. We don't need to blow anything up. Death Star microphone. Okay, go ahead. Go back to your orbit. He gets mad. He wants to blow something up. And then McMillan also, what'd I say? McShillen. Then he says, the reports also explicitly state that the task force is considering the possibility that these unidentified objects could, as stated by one source from the U.S. intelligence community said, be operated by intelligences of unknown origin. Hold the fort down. What did he just say? Nothing. He said nothing. He said nothing. It's nothing we haven't heard. Didn't he just say something incredible? No, he didn't say anything at all. He didn't? He said everything we already know. Oh, that's true. He didn't say anything. Oh, these could be from an intelligent source that we don't know. No shit. We've been saying that for 70 years, McShill. Oh, my God. I feel like I just, I feel like I can't imagine talking to McShillen. You'd be like, over here, shimmy. Guys, unbelievable. That was like so poetic. Hey guys, guess what? Aliens could be operating these UFOs. Yeah, they could be intelligences of unknown origin. Really? Like, we already know? What do you say, Tim? Do you know where the UFOs are coming from now? Or are you saying that these are different UFOs that you're calling UAPs, repurposing, rebranding for our pleasure, making believe that this is new? We already know that, you shimmeed. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, are you looking? God, where are you when I need you most? I smite thee for being so stupid. Essentially, UAPTF aren't conclusively or openly saying that they consider UAP to be extraterrestrial, and neither are Christopher Mellon or the Navy, for that matter. And for the sake of objective scientific scrutiny, all options must be considered, given the serious threat to national security that such an alleged radical technology displays. Hello? Ma? This is verified by U.S. senators on record, despite pseudo-skeptics and other internet gurus refusing to accept the possibility of anything anomalous. However, the technology reported in both the USS Nimitz 2004 and the USS Roosevelt 2014-2015, incursions by multiple Navy pilots, radar operators, military officers, and intelligence agents of white. Oh, I thought this was turning racist. Okay, so they're talking about white 40-foot long Tic Tac paddywhacks. Cubes within spheres. Cubes? It's hard to make a cube with your hand. Oh, there we go. Cubes. You won't see this on Richard Dolan's show or Grant Cameron's White House UFOs. Cubes with spheres and flying discs is, for lack of a better term. alien to us. That's what they're saying. Not real aliens, just the technology's alien, guys. Not real aliens. You get it? These craft are reported to have been performing. I mean, why do they have to tell us all of this? Why does this guy, what's this guy's name? Big Cock? Goldsmack. Adam Goldsmack. Why does he have to repeat what we already know? We already know that the Tic Tacs can move incredibly alien-like. Anyway, and then there is the transmedium travel ability. Are you paying attention? Transmedium propulsion technology is also alien to us. At least it is something we don't have in the civilian world of propulsion technology. One of the ATIP 5 observables is transmedium travel, where the UAP has been reported moving easily in and out of different environments, such as space, the Earth's atmosphere, and even water. Why is that transmedium? Wait, why is that transmedium? Because it can go in water and space and the atmosphere? That's really weird. I thought medium was contacting aliens with your mind. Open your mind, Quaid. Open your mind. Well, the word from some in the intelligence community is that there is a specific military incursion in 2019 that involved a black triangle. The anomalous aerial vehicle was described as a large equilateral triangle with rounded or blunted edges and large, perfectly spherical white lights in each corner. The reports and description of the black triangle closely resemble those of historical civilian databases and research. The research of David Marier have shown that these TR3B style triangles have been reported consistently for decades. The appearance of the TR3B locust goes back to the Belgium wave in the 90s. A quick internet search showed photos and pics everywhere, more than any other UFO shape. Check this out. Here it is. This is the Belgian UFO. You know, third phase of moon, I played the video. I'm going to play it here for you. Best triangle ever. This pales in comparison. By the way, let me tell you something about this video here. I have a video, and it's from February, I think it's 2006. I'm pretty sure it is. And I captured this object that looked like this, and it had a red light. And I called it the triangle-shaped vehicle, whatever. Turns out it was an airplane. I was really upset because that video kind of went viral for what I was doing. And we all thought that was definitely a triangle shape. It wasn't. And that's how I feel about this, because it looks exactly, I mean, they're calling this the Belgium triangle, one of the most famous cases. And I'm telling you, they're out there, the TR3Bs, but I don't like this one. I don't like it. Nope. Let me show you something here. All right, let me finish up with the story. Who cares? You've already seen everything I want to show. So let's get back and finish this up. I thought this was important. Okay, I thought this was important because it is amazing how one side, the left, thinks about UFOs and what possibly is, according to this guy, an easy. He's telling us it's easy. It's simple. He knows the answer. There are no UFOs, basically, or aliens. There are no aliens. We just don't understand the technology. So who made the technology we don't understand if it's not Russia or China? You understand, Adam? Goldshack? Goldsack, whatever your name is. So to finish this, he says, additionally, releasing classified data is a serious offense for someone who holds a security status, and those behind the scenes are not in the business of advocating such things for idle curiosity. The other issue would come at the hands of such misinformation. If the photographic evidence of the triangle was leaked without the government's acknowledgement, without any supporting testimony of Navy pilots or radar operators, etc., it would become vulnerable. Pseudo-skeptics, amateur internet sleuths, and even some renowned astronomers would fight over each other to find the best way to debunk any photo which dared to challenge the ideology of conservatism. We know this would happen. We knew this would happen because we witnessed it happen with the Batman balloon photo. Hey, they're mentioning us. When a gap in knowledge occurs, people will it with their own wants and needs. Side note to the Batman photo. Before I read that, you know what he's saying? That me and you, Lee, and everybody else here, we're idiots because that is not a balloon. Just because it looks like a balloon and we don't want it to be, he's saying we don't want to believe in it. So we call it a balloon. Dude, it's a freaking match. So he says apparently there are additional photos of the quote-unquote balloon object, although it remains highly sensitive. Further investigation was taken, and the shape changed upon closer observation, aka not a Batman balloon, but possibly a high-altitude balloon. Wait a second. A picture can't change. A picture can't change. The shape changed? Upon further investigation, the shape changed upon closer observation. What the frigonometry is this guy talking about? Oh my God. Did you see why I get so angry? Do you understand what the problem is here? Do you understand? The guy just said the photo changed. He just said it. How could a photo change shape? I'm beside myself right now. Really. I have to email this guy and let him know. Stupid article. I understand your premise, but stupid. Unless I'm not reading it right. Okay? Let's read it again just to make sure I'm not as dumb. Or I am as dumb as some people say. Side note to the Batman photo. Here's what he says. Apparently there are additional photos of the balloon object. There are additional photos of the balloon object? Oh, I see. Although it remains highly sensitive, further investigation was taken and the shape changed. No, it didn't. It didn't. Where? Where are these other photos? Where are the other photos? That's a bold-faced lie. That's 100% lie. There are no other photos. He doesn't post them. Can't back up. Magical words, man. I mean, what are you saying? What am I saying? Anyway, he says, this is a key point here. The absence of data, that sensitive gray area leaves an opportunity for pseudo-skeptics to fill the gaps with dangerous speculation, which has the potential to damage what we are trying to achieve. Okay. Do you see how dumb that is? McShillen and that report gave us the information. What else are we supposed to go by? We did research on it. There were no other photos. There's not a handful of photos of this thing. And nobody can prove that that is the F-18 that he's talking about. It's got blue paint on it. And inside on the, I just can't. I can't deal with stupid. The guy didn't even do his own homework. He didn't even look. He just assumed McShillen was right. Oh my God. Oh, we're almost done. Got another paragraph. Be warned, he says. A solitary, ambiguous photo of a black triangle falls very much into that gray area. Names of pilots, radar operator officers, and official documentation are required to build a case. Thank you. We need an assortment of the strike group's name that sailed off the East Coast in 2019 and the contextual situation. We need the F-18 gun camera footage. Oh, you think so? Although it might be classified. How can it be classified? It was just a, wasn't it? It was just a training thing. Just give us the 15 seconds, 8 seconds, whatever it is. Hey, you might figure out what we're doing. No. And that balloon, if you want to say whatever, that object was so small. I don't know how these people could see it, even going 500 miles an hour, to get the camera up, get it ready, and framed just perfectly. Give me a freaking break. And it was an iPhone 6 Plus, by the way. Although it might be classified, citing sources and methods. This is what builds the unidentified anomalous narrative and pushed us forward. I was told via various people that we will see the triangles at some point, somehow, in some way. However, I just hope it's with the supportive data it needs to make a compelling case and used in a way that is effective to the remit of ending UAP secrecy. Adam Goldsack. Thanks for nothing. You literally just made me waste an entire hour. I can't go on. We already know. I'm just so done with the way these people, there's no politics, this guy says. Ryan Stacy says there's no politics in ufology. None. And I'm stupid for thinking it. I am. I must be. The day after Roswell, that's when it started, the cover-up. Was that a political movement? We don't know. But it became political. At the time, it was just covering up something, right? It was just covering up. Somebody said, well, Jesus, do you remember that radio broadcast in 1932 with what's his name and what happened? And people really were jumping out of buildings. They thought that we were being War of the Worlds, Orson Welles. Do you know why that happened? Because back then, they didn't have social media. They didn't have YouTube. They didn't have any of the stuff that's out there where you can get video literally in real time. Nobody knew what their neighbor was doing, okay, back in 1930s. Are you kidding me? They barely had the phone. Did they have the phone? No. When did they have the phone? Hey, Google, when was the telephone invented?
1876.
All right, we had the phone.
Ericsson.com. They say.
Hey, Google, stop. 1875, I think it said. So there was the phone. But nobody was calling up news agencies. Klondike 5, operator. Do you realize that's Mr. Weatherby's phone? Yes. Do you realize he works for NBC? Yes, I need to speak with him. I saw a UFO at a... What was that number? Klondike 5417. They always started off with shit like that, right? That's why things were different back then. People weren't desensitized to UFOs and aliens. We've been watching this since we were children. The time is coming. I don't think it's now. I think the narrative still needs to be changed, and we're not going to get that with the old... with this administration. We're not going to get anything with this administration, I can tell you that. And you think at the end of the 180 days that something magical is going to happen? Look, first of all, that 180 days has nothing to do with disclosure. Zero, zip, zilch, nada, nip, nothing. It's bullshit. Anyway, here's some photos from the Perseverance rover on Mars. Yes, it successfully landed. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Congratulations, NASA. I think I've got it ready to go here. Yeah. All right. Let's shake it up, baby. Let's take a look at Perseverance on Mars. Giddy up.
Planet. End quote. It wasn't long though before eagle-eyed viewers noticed some strange anomalies in the images that got sent back to Earth. Various UFO groups claimed that black objects could be seen above the rover. Although some suggested that the objects seen could be debris, others went down the route of suggesting that it's actually an unidentified flying object.
Of course it is. What would a Mars rover landing on... Wait, what would a rover landing on Mars be if we didn't have a UFO in the photograph? You knew it was going to happen. I said it. I mean, of course. Here's when... Do you want to know when you see UFOs? Guaranteed they're going to pop up on the internet, wherever. You ready? We'll start right now. We'll start. New Year's Day. COVID. The Super Bowl. Okay. You with me? These are when they're guaranteed to happen. All right. What's after that? Then you got Mother's Day in May, April Fools. Yeah, April Fools. Guaranteed to have some sort of bullshittery going on with ufology. June, first day of summer. Okay. That's 5 places now. First day of summer, because the summer solstice is always known to be connected with the mystical and Stonehenge and things of that nature. The pyramids, it's aligned with Orion's belt. And on June 21st at midnight, the lights will appear in the sky and we will have an invasion from beyond that we can't explain. Don't say UFO though, say UAP or something else. Off-world vehicle, meta-propulsion craft, maybe it's Moses. What else? 4th of July, there's always a sighting report. Yes, 4th of July, fireworks, right? Always, every year. After that, you got Labor Day, right? Labor Day, Veterans. Wait, you have Labor Day, and then you got, what's that one at the Labor Day, Memorial Day too. These are when you, and Christmas, Halloween, what else is there? Pretty much that's it, right? Dots. I said dots. And these are dots right here, DJ. I didn't say it yet. I haven't said. How come this isn't working? Valerian the Mac said, hey, I'm no expert. I say that a lot. I have to. Do you know how much flack we get when we're on third phase of moon and all, the panels there reporting? Who are these guys? Who are these guys? They think they're experts? No. Frapsap's here. What's up, man? Anomalous aerial vehicles. I love that one. It's hard to say, though. Like when I'm talking, and I'm like, yeah, there was a lot of anomalous. See, it's very hard, and I didn't even mean that. That actually, I did screw up. AAVs. Okay. I like AAVs. Boxing Day is another day. Stu Gerson with the mighty hooks. The mighty Gerson hook. Hey, FAP with a $5 super sticker. Super chat. $5. Thank you for the support. Yes, I appreciate that. Mucho generoso. Yeah, I appreciate that. That goes right back into GoofOn. Everybody knows who's been here since, the beginning. You have seen this show grow because of you. Seriously. I think I'm one of the few people who actually has improved the quality, the video, everything since. And I said, with all your support, that's what we're going to do. And that's why I'm here full time now. Full time until I can't. I don't want to get a job. I want to keep this the job. I'll keep doing videos every night. And we'll do videos on Third Phase Special Report, which is the new name. We'll also be on Third Phase of Moon, popping out all new stuff. You saw the hard work that we do. I mean, it's for real. I know I've stopped in the middle of this because I have to.
It's said that the rovers on Mars have a history of
Rovers
capturing
on
these
Mars.
objects.
Perseverance.
One person said the following: "You can see black orbs hovering above the Mars rover.
You can.
Although it's not common to see objects above the rovers, UFO researchers have managed to find some interesting examples of what look like unidentified flying objects above Mars." End quote. As of right now, these types of discoveries divide people. There's those that think these are just pieces of debris.
It could, okay, possibly pieces of debris, most likely, right? Right? By the way, I do want to thank the patrons over at Patreon Goofon. Connie is a new patron yesterday with the $6 tier, and I appreciate that. You know, I was making a video for you guys, and Third Phase came up with that airlines thing, you know, with the missile flying over the head, whatever. That UFO report took me away from making the video, so I'll make one tonight, and I'll put it up after this show, so the patrons will get a special show. But thank you very much, Connie, and I'll keep your last name private. Appreciate all of you. Stephen Tuminelli also from Friday. Leah Watt from February 12th. Those are the most 3 recent. So thank you all very much for helping Goof on out. Hey, Betty Double Kick Chick with a $5 super sticker. Thank you. I can't see the sticker, though, on StreamYard. Hold on. I have this open. What is it? It is a dancing pear. Cool. Love the dancing pear. Actually, it's Celebration. It's got a blowhorn and a pointed cap. All right. Well, this is what happened. They're saying that there's some objects. Check this out. One more thing here.
Photographs.
Thank you, Betty Double Kick Chick. Mucho generosity.
As mentioned, this isn't the first time
Thank
that
you.
one of these rovers have sent back interesting images. One of the most recent ones is this one that can be seen close to the rover.
I forgot to open it.
And those who noticed the object said it looked like a UFO. Now, before we carry on, NASA and other officials have said that UFOs aren't real, and that they can be explained using everyday things, like smudges on camera, space debris, and pareidolia.
You know, I'm not buying that's a smudge on the camera. And I have to be honest with you, like I always am. Doesn't this look like a legitimate UFO on Mars? Look at this thing. Look at this. And what is it? Smudge on the lens? I love me some Mars. All right, we got a lot of show to go through, man. We're coming up on the end of the first hour. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Goof on, that's who we are here, Greatest UFO Network, and we are growing very fast, and I thank you all for your support. It's just amazing to see this many people here. I can't thank you enough. All right. What do I got here? Oh, this was a sighting sent to me by, I don't think I remember. Oh, I know who it's from. Hold on. It's from this guy here. It is from, where'd you go? Ernesto. I'll just say your first name. Thank you, Ernesto, for this. Anyway, this here is a sighting that happened on the ISS yesterday or the day before. Where am I? Here we go. It's pretty good. It's real short. It's pretty cool, though. I don't know if you guys saw this. Whoops. Press play. He's recording his TV, but there's an object out there. Could be something that's man-made. I'm not saying it's 100%, but it is strange. I'm not saying it's a UFO 100%, but here's the video he sent. So it spins around, and then it sees it, and then it focuses in on it. What? What's he doing? It's live. Okay. He's showing that it was live. Wow. There it is. Pretty cool. Again, NASA. I don't know, man. This stuff is, I mean, what am I supposed to say? That's not a UFO? We have very limited data. And this is the problem that Sadsack, whoever just wrote that article, what's his name? Goldfinger? Well, here we are with just information about this being an ISS video, but we don't know what it's looking at. Anyway, interesting. Food for thought. No, I like it. I thought it was good. And I thank Ernesto for that, by the way. Hold on. I accidentally turned off the share screen. Yep, didn't want that. But here we go, right down the line. The next video I'm going to play is from Unexplained Mysteries. This comes from the video entitled 25 Unsolved Mysteries That Cannot Be Explained compilation. Now, I'm just going to play one of these because we've got a lot of show to do. So here we go. Let me get rid of this. Go.
Many will agree that Bigfoot is the most famous of all the cryptids.
Who?
This mysterious giant humanoid has been in the mainstream media for the last few decades, and although science is firm on their belief that the creature is a hoax, many interesting reports have surfaced over the years. These creatures always follow a similar theme, looking like a giant ape-like human and being very tall. Depending on who you talk to depends on the creature's height, but most can agree that Bigfoot's average height is between 7 and 10 feet tall. Odor in the room. It smelled like rotting animal flesh, vomit and excrement.
I know I was talking, don't worry
I caught
about
a
it.
glimpse of something moving outside the window from the corner of my eye.
This is crazy.
We have had bears visit pretty regular, but they tried to get under the house, not in it. But when I saw the figure by the window, I thought it was a bear, and that it had somehow climbed up the window. I take a lot of wildlife pictures because they literally come up to the outside of it. This includes animals such as mule deer, elk and bears. However, I haven't seen any mountain lion and other small game. I've quite a few cars all over my property, but they aren't mine.
Come on!
As they hang out there a lot. Going back to the
Here we
creature,
go.
I saw the top of the head and it caught my attention. It moved closer and I could see that its eyes were huge.
Just show the picture!
This scared me because bear eyes aren't that large or far apart. I always have a camera handy to get a good shot of the elk when they come close.
It's interesting. It's got the conical shaped head, which is derived from the word cone, conical, kind of pointed here. It's super bad quality, but I don't know if it's like, is that the tonsil bag? Is that a tonsil? Is that the mouth or is that the nose? I don't know. I think here's the eye. Here's the other eye. And to me, it looks like somebody might be wearing a mask and we're seeing the human eyeball underneath it. Or this is really one of the best photographs of a Bigfoot.
Close to the house. When I realized it wasn't a bear, fear struck me. I used a cheap Kodak Sport digital camera for taking pictures. And for the...
No way. What? Does anybody know anybody about this? Does anybody know anything about this video? Hey, FAP, did you notice my shirt? I'm sure you did. I told you I'm a fan. That is just... Unless that if that's a person in a mask, they would have to be wearing either sunglasses underneath to make their eyes look that way, or they're wearing inserts that go over the eyes. I don't think it's that. I think this is a real Bigfoot. No, it's not upside down. It's right side up.
For the most part, it takes fast action pictures and videos.
It's from here up.
It was on the end of the table next to my recliner, approximately 6 feet from the window. When I pointed it at the window, it stopped swaying and closed its eyes as if it was a child.
It's like peeking over.
It reminded me of when children do that thing, you can't see me if my eyes are closed.
See the eye right there? That's pretty unbelievable. Looks like it's wearing a baseball cap backwards.
I was shaking a lot and trying to video at the same time.
Oh, I see what this is. This is the nose. And these are the eyes. You see the nose? Look how big it is. How did it get that big?
I moved back a step and it slowly moved from one side of the window to the other.
Oh my God.
It was seriously around a 10-minute video, but it was on a small card which had to be downloaded onto my computer.
A 10-minute video? Does anybody know where this video is? Welcome to the family. Yep. This is crazy.
It didn't make any attempt to enter the house or run away. Around 8 minutes in, my wife came into the room and asked what I was doing. I told her there's something outside and it wasn't no bear. When she looked over my shoulder, she screamed, "What is that thing?" and ran back into the bedroom. I stopped the video, went to the closet and grabbed my phone.
This must be one of the best pieces of video evidence or still images I've ever seen. Lee, can you imagine seeing that? I know. It's Jim McShillen. It is Jim McShillen. It's Jim McShillen. It's pretty amazing. Well, we still got more to go here.
40 cal off the shelf. When I turned back around, it was moving away from the window. I wasn't going to shoot at it unless it tried to get in, which it didn't do. I went to my wife, who was freaking out, and tried to answer her bombardment of questions, and tried to reassure her that everything was okay.
Hey, let me ask you guys something. If you saw this outside your window and you had a gun, would you shoot it? I bet you there's people out there who would have killed this thing first chance, because it would have made them famous if it's real. It would have made them famous. And people know that. People are hunting for Bigfoot. Remember that there's a law, and I don't know what state it is, but you can hunt Bigfoot. For real.
One person said the following about the photographs. These photos look exactly like what I saw while camping with my friends. When I first looked at the photographs, it sent shivers down my spine. The resemblance to the creature I saw is uncanny. I immediately showed my friends this photograph and they began to freak out. Our encounter happened back in 2017 while camping in Pennsylvania.
That's a pretty cool video or picture of Bigfoot. It's really one of the best I've seen. And we'll come back to the top 25 unsolved mysteries here some other day. But that's from Unexplained Mysteries. Pretty cool Bigfoot. That was better than what I thought when I first played it for myself. I just looked at a few frames. I'm like, wow. In a minute, I'm going to play this video here. It's real short. But all I want to do is just get it known and keep pounding it into your heads that whatever Lou Elizondo is saying, whatever show he's on, whatever he's trying to promote, it's one thing every time. Bupkis. It's Bupkis. 0. And I got evidence of more 0 right here. He was on the Black Vault Originals. That's the name of the channel, YouTube channel by John Greenwald. And this was from January 5th. I don't know why I never played this before, but he talks about the 3 videos. And one of the questions that was asked was, what is the chain of command? And I don't know if I'm going to play that one. When there's a sighting with evidence, who does that go through? What was your involvement? Not involvement, but how did you get brought in? How did you get associated with ATIP? Why were you chosen to be the head of ATIP? And I'm just going to play this from the 7-minute mark, and you'll hear it. It's all self-explanatory. Here we go, 6:30 mark. And with the fair use, I can play about 2 minutes of this. So we'll do 30 seconds here and a minute over there and go.
I don't expect you to speak for To the Stars. I'm not asking you to, but I do want to ask about what they called the chain of custody, because that's another one of those disconnects where paperwork says internal use only, cleared for that. Then we see the videos and they were kind of advertised at, well, not kind of, they were advertised as going through the declassification process through DOD, and they had chain of custody documentation, and that has always confused me, because that, for me anyway, I found the DOD chain of custody forms and stuff like that, it just wouldn't apply. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
What is that chain of custody?
You know, I can't speak for Chris Mellon, and quite frankly, I've never asked Chris. I don't want to know. You know, there's.
What kind of researcher are you that you can't ask one of your friends, who do you go to? What is your source? I won't tell anybody. And you want to know why Lou doesn't ask him? Because there's nothing to answer. You understand? What's the big deal if Mellon tells Lou? You know who I go to? I go to General whoever, you know, Phillips. Oh, you go to Phillips? I go to Phillips. You never know where that answer will take them. And Lou doesn't even want to do the research. That's research. Asking people, can you share the information with me? Man, even Mellon can write up a contract for Lou and a non-disclosure agreement. If you say anything, I own you. Don't say anything. It was John Mack. That's who I got the information from. You never know, Lou. You never know what that might bring you if you just ask. My God, you can't even ask. So that's where he left off, and I stopped it. I'll go back a few seconds just to.
Chris, I don't want to know. You know, there's, I hate to say plausible deniability is sometimes a good thing. But out of
plausible deniability for what? You haven't done anything, or oh God, you're not doing it. What does it matter? Oh my God. Oh, it's just a bunch of nothing.
Respect for Chris, I've never asked him this source, and I don't really plan to be honest with you.
And I'm telling you, Chris wants Lou to ask. I guarantee it. He would love it if Lou asked him, what's the chain of command? Who do you go up to get your answers? Oh my God, I guarantee it. I love when people ask me questions like, even though I can't answer some of them, but you know, it's nice to know that people are interested. Well,
that's between Chris and whoever he talked to. You know, the how TTSA wound up putting them forward. I will tell you, if you were to ask me, you know, I probably would have been more hesitant to do that, but you know, it happened, and it happened without me.
He didn't even answer the question. Anytime somebody asks Lou a question, and most of the time people are asking Lou's opinion and they want a hypothetical, and they ask Lou what you just heard John Greenwald Jr. ask. What is the chain of command? And Yeah, and Lou says, I would never ask Chris for that information. I mean, I wouldn't want to, disrespect him that way. It's not disrespecting if you just ask. It's disrespectful when you don't ask, in my opinion, but it's disrespectful if you talk about it. It's not disrespectful to ask somebody. There are some very important situations, and because of the timing of things, you can't really ask somebody. Like at a funeral, you're not going to ask, the widow, what are you doing Saturday night? You know what I mean? What did your husband like to do? Maybe we can do it. You're not going to do that. That's what I mean. That's different. But to ask Christopher Mellon, what's the chain of command? I can't tell you. Hey, at least Lou asked. He's not even asking. But here's the deal. You want to know what? I bet you he did ask. And he has the answer. He's just not going to tell us. Again, more proof Lou isn't talking about shit. He just he just stepped around everything right there. It was beautiful. God, he's so obvious. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So somebody goes into a cave. And I don't know if you've ever seen this. This just came out 2 days ago. Grave robbers discover, I don't know if this is repurposed, but grave robbers discover an underground citadel at Nazca. But one of these grave robbers points his flashlight to a reptilian-like being with green clothing. Hey, Lee Bodge, with the $1.99 super chat, he says, and thank you, Super Generoso, come out of the UFO closet, Lou. Don't be shy. Yeah, Lou. Don't be shy. It's okay to talk. Well, I just can't do it because, it's disrespectful. You're not going to get anywhere in this world with that attitude. Thanks, Lee, for the $1.99 super chat. You're not going to get anywhere with that attitude, Mr. Elizondo. Okay, we got some alien in green clothing. This can't be real. You be the judge, jury, and executioner. Ready? Oh, we have to go little. That's right. I can't forget. Here we go. Sorry, I was saying, I don't know. I have no idea. While you're thinking about it, I've got no words. Hey, third phase of moon. Oh my God, check this out. Okay, yesterday they were in the top 5. Now they're ranking 4th place for top documentary on, I guess it's Amazon Prime or period. That's really amazing. Congratulations. Jesus, that's amazing. Out of all the documentaries, third phase of moon, Countdown to Disclosure, is ranked 4th. That's sick. That's awesome. Congratulations. It's pretty cool. And they put the link in the chat, so you guys copy and paste that and go watch it, rent it, buy it, own it, use it, love it, learn it. So cool. It really is cool. That's really amazing. And thank you for the $10 super chat. That's mucho generoso. See, that's $5 from each. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. What is this? Yes. Lee Bodge says third phase. #1 factual documentary. 5 stars. And Lee is not that generous with the stars. Thanks, Lee. Area 503 says that's great, Blake and Brent. Wash hands. Yeah, wash hands. Wax on, wax off. And you know what it is? Yes, Mike. We'll talk about that. Just to say one thing. What is it? What do we say? What do you guys tell me? It's all, oh shit, I can't remember. I'll come back to that. Valerian the Mac says, congrats, third phase of moon. Fourth. 4 being fourth. I can't speak, I can't read, I can't talk. Oh, what is this? Mr. DB Cooper, 7. Congratulations, third phase of moon with another $9.99 super chat. Guys, you guys are super generoso tonight. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Third phase. Mr. DB Cooper, Lee, and everybody else. I can't remember everybody right now, but thank you very much. FAP. I remember FAP. I think Lee did earlier too, twice. Misty OC Dragons. I think she did too. Frapsap did. Thank you all very much tonight. Because like I said, this is it. This is my job from now on. Why do you think I was investing in everything? Because I want to do this full time, and we are. All right, Mike, let's go back to the video here. He's bow-legged. Isn't that weird? Why is this alien bow-legged? Is that bow-legged? No, that's not bow-legged. That's his thigh. He would be bow-legged if it bowed out here. I think here's where the joint is. I don't know, but it looks like he's wearing freaking diapers, and I'm not buying it. I'm not buying this is real at all. It's just me. Hopefully I'm wrong. Is there more to it? Nah, I can't play anymore. FAP with another super chat says, step your game up, $10.01. Breaking the bank tonight. Thank you, guys. That's super generoso. Super generosity tonight from all of you guys. Thanks, FAP, again. And that's right. I am wearing the Dodgers shirt tonight. I don't have a Dodgers hat. But now I will be moving to Tampa, where they have the, what are they called? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay, because they're champions. They won the that's right. I keep forgetting I'm moving to where I am going to try to get into to interview Tom Brady. That'll be a good goal. That'll be a good goal. Why? Because I want to. That's why. He didn't see a UFO. So what? It's Tom freaking Brady. I'm going to go to their training camp next year. All right. So the aquatic ape thing, the aquatic ape theory. I was going to say the aquatic ape thing. This woman, Elaine Morgan, has her own take on the aquatic ape theory. This is at UCL. It's part 1. But I will just play the allotted time allowed. And that should be enough to get us jump started for the rest of the conversation. We did talk about this last year. We did. And it was maybe a year and a half ago. But that was based off of the documentary Mermaids Are Real. Maybe they are. But we'll talk about that. But check out what this woman has to say We'll blow it up there for you. Enjoy. Oh, enjoy.
Even the question.
Yeah, and now I don't know how this sounds to you, but you may have to adjust your volume for her thin veiled voice.
If you look at the last 20 books to be published on human evolution, including textbooks and encyclopedias, 500 pages long, and there is not a mention in these books of the fact that we have lost our body hair. Try to imagine that there was one naked species of bear, or a naked wolf, or a naked rabbit, and try to imagine anybody writing a whole volume about the species and failing to mention the fact that they were naked. It's impossible. And I would think that if you've got, being naked may not be the most important thing about us, but it's certainly an important thing. It's a valuable clue. And if you've got a narrative that can't account for that, it seems very likely that you're on the wrong track.
So nobody can account, and we've said this here before, which is why I think, and this all ties into why I think we might be from Mars. I think I talked to Third Phase of Moon about this today. That's why I'm talking about it now with you. I really do have a feeling that somewhere along the evolutionary chart, we split. Some stayed on land, some went back into the ocean. But we originally, right? Isn't this the theory? Isn't this it? That we originally formed from the ocean and came out of the ocean amphibious. You know, we wobbled onto the land, chilled out, and kind of, you know, interacted with the land animals, maybe. Or we just evolved on land and lost our flippers and became hands. Because if you look at a dolphin under the x-ray, they have hands. They really do. They've got hands like us. Of course, it turned into a fin. But when they're young, when they're just in the yolk, when they're breeding, when they're turning into a dolphin, they do look like a human, especially the hands. It's pretty wild. So one thing that's weird, you have hairy people living in caves, and that's all we talked about, right? We went to school learning about how Homo erectus, or whatever you want to call it, Gigantopithecus, could have been part of us, could explain the giant, it may explain Bigfoot, you know all this. But I always wondered, why did we lose our hair? So then you have to look at other things. Let's look at the negatives of being a human on Earth, on land. One thing we have to do is what? When we go outside in the summer, what do we need? Sunglasses. I don't see any gorillas, chimps. I don't see any giraffes or elephants wearing sunshades, horses, billy goats, sheep, dogs, cats. Why do we have a problem with the sun? Why do we have back problems and our joints hurt after we hit a certain age? Hell, it could be even 20 years old and you could have these problems. But when you get older, things start to hurt pretty bad on a lot of people. You don't hear of an elephant with an ankle injury. You don't hear that a giraffe popped its tendon, lost a hoof, right? Unless you're falling, you're running away from something and trip. I'm just talking general wear and tear. Apes still have their hair. Chimps are super close to us. You know that. They're only 3 chromosomes away from being human. Something like that. So we lost our hair. And nobody knows, still the missing link, right? So then I think, well, if we are getting injured just by being on this planet, we need to wear clothing. We need to shade ourselves from the sun. Our biological clock, especially women, is synced up more with Mars's 28-day cycle than here on Earth, where I think we use 30 days, even though the moon is on a 28-day cycle. I don't know, something like that. But it seems to me, and our eyes, the reason our eyes hurt when we go out into the sun, because we're too close to the sun. It's too bright. But if you want to go, right now we're 93 million miles away from the sun. You want to have a dimmer sun? Go to Mars, because it's twice as far. It's 180 million miles from the sun. Doesn't it make sense that a planet with less gravity, dimmer light, I don't know what the weather was on Mars, but for what it's worth, our body, our sleep, they say we need 8 hours of sleep or something like that. Well, that's more in tune with Mars, our sleep cycles. It just makes sense that we're from Mars. Why do you think they're sending rovers up there? Nobody's building shit. Yeah, I know that they are possibly building stuff now thanks to SpaceX, but somehow, some way, something happened on Mars. There was a shitload of water. It had a bitchin' atmosphere. It had deep gullies. It had places with mountains and flatlands. And my God, there has to be life up there that we could find. Microbial, ancient, fossilized life. I don't know. It's weird though, don't you think? Then you have to think, well, shit. What if we did come from Earth, but when we came up on land, some of those creatures did not want to stay on land. And maybe they kind of intermingled with the land creatures and created mermaids, aquatic apes. Is that a real documentary, by the way? That wasn't the real one, right? The mermaid one, that was fake, right? But don't you think something's wrong? Do you, deep down inside my body, my soul, my mind, I don't feel like I belong here? And I didn't just say that because it's a paranormal thing to say. I've been saying that since I was 6. And I'll tell you, I know the day I said it. It was on a Sunday, and we were in church. And Mrs. Whitman, my first grade teacher, was sitting behind me. And my mother and father were talking about something. And I'm sitting there listening to the priest, or whatever he is, give a sermon about some guy who's up on a cross. And I've been hearing this every single Sunday my whole life. And one day, yes, 6 years old, I said this, and I remember it clearly. I said, that doesn't make sense. The story, everything. I said, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. How could this be? One guy for all of our sins? Come on. Nobody's that cool. Seriously? Nah, I don't know. But I have to tell you, within months, and I just verified it with my mother, within months of me telling her that I didn't want to go to church anymore, I didn't go to church anymore. I stayed home with my grandmother. Isn't that weird? My sister and brother still had to go to church, but I didn't have to. I told my mother I don't believe in it. But I still had to go to those classes. I had to get communionized and all that stuff as a nice Catholic Italian boy. I just think we're not from this freaking planet. Something wrong. Something's off. No, and the reason I told you it happened all those years ago is because it didn't have to do with anything today, with my beliefs today. Just as a kid, as a young child, an impressionable 6, 7-year-old kid, I didn't believe the bullshit then. And I say bullshit because it's my belief. I think there is something out there. I think something created maybe all of this for us. Or whatever it is, the story is God created man in his image. I want to know who that God is. And I want to know, after we pass away, are we going back to our original form? Are we here as a soul being given this body to experience a life form that we wouldn't be able to experience if we were still our robot selves or our light being selves? I would think that if we were a light being, some sort of energy source, some sort of alien that can create realities in a computer system that we don't even understand, that's far further than a quantum computer could even imagine, maybe 1 billion years in the making. I don't think that, Jesus, I forgot what I was going to say. Almost made it the whole show. But it's true. In my mind, I don't think we're from here. I'm not sure if mermaids are alive. The weird thing is, when that documentary came out, there was videos showing up on the internet, right? Oh, it's a mermaid. Oh, you see it on the rock and all this stuff. And the last couple of years, no mermaids. You can't count last year. Nobody was in the ocean. Hey, I got a question. Being that a lot of people weren't going out to Red Lobster or to fish restaurants that much for the last year, did our oceans replenish it? Did they get replenished? You know what I mean? Did a lot of things change in the ocean? Or were there people still out there just grabbing the same tonnage of fish and shellfish and everything? Did it slow down? I almost feel that this scandemic was to try to kickstart the ocean, to give us more food, to buy us more time. I wonder about that, if that's what it's all about. To stop airplanes, stop boats, stop a lot of things from creating that toxic carbon dioxide. But while we weren't eating out at the all-you-can-eat crab legs, which they stopped several years ago, but they only do it now very periodically because we depleted the oceans. That's the rumor. I wonder if this scandemic was for that, to replenish. I wonder how much it would replenish. All right. Here's an unsettling and scary video. I think you need to see it. It's from Slapped Ham and Ham Sandwich. Slapped Ham Sandwich from February 4th. I always like me a nice slapped ham sandwich. So we're going to go with wait, I read the ticker. We're going to go with this video. Go, idiot.
Who shared quite a few spooky videos with us in the past. Caught on her basement security camera, this footage gives us another glimpse at the paranormal, proving that it can happen to anyone at any time. Viewers see Kitty K38's basement at nighttime, where nothing initially seems amiss. 15 seconds into the clip, however, something eerie happens. A toy truck sitting on the pool table in the middle of the frame suddenly zooms forward, hitting the edge of the table. A few moments later, more chilling activity is caught on camera. Take a look. As you can see, a plate sitting on a table just behind the pool table moves all on its own.
Yes, that could be pulled with maybe a string. Somebody could be right on this side of the pool table, and there's a string that's taped right to the corner that you can't see behind this thing, and they could just pull the string and you wouldn't see it. Kind of moves like it's being pulled by a string too, doesn't it?
Behind the pool table moves all on its own.
It kind of does, because it goes over to the corner. It's being pulled here, maybe. I don't know. But it's just, I don't like it.
Right after this, an ornament located in the center background falls to the ground.
Wow. Okay. You see how violent that thing actually fell? It looked like somebody went bam and smacked it in the back of the head or something. This is amazing.
What makes this video even more creepy is the fact that the Reddit poster couldn't find the ornament that fell to the ground on its own.
What?
Even after a thorough search.
What? Oh, it looks like it disappeared.
So what do you think's causing...
Wait a second. Did you see that? Come on. That's not disappearing. Is it?
The ornament
we'll do a
fell
slow
to the
motion
ground
on it.
its own, even after a thorough search.
Let's see if we can see it disappear. I thought it looked like it disappeared. What am I doing? We'll go half. Right here. Let's see if it disappears. It's hard to tell, but it sure does. It looks like it disappears.
So what do you that fell to the ground on its own? Thorough search.
It looks like it really disappears. The guy said he couldn't find the ornament after a thorough search. It's just weird. All right, we can do one more. Yeah. See, I'm not a big fan of these anymore.
Brief clip, the camera operator states that she's heard some strange noises.
I heard some banging around in the kitchen here.
Let's see.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on.
She goes on to inspect what the sound may be, asking for any presence to make itself known. That's when things take a strange turn for the worse.
If anybody's here, could you please let me... Oh my God! Oh my God!
As you...
Wow, she acted legit. She acted legit.
You can see the cupboard doors in the kitchen whip open.
Watch.
Sound may be, asking for any presence to make itself known.
Watch.
That's when
Listen.
things take a strange turn for the worse.
If anybody's here, could you please let me... Oh my God! Oh my God!
As you can see, the cupboard doors in the kitchen whip open, and the camera operator screams and runs away before the video abruptly ends.
And you can see the camera from her fear. She's shaking it. Seriously, that's pretty good. Still, though, it can be faked. We'll never know. But, we got to go by the way people sound. I was going to play James Fox talking about the story of the children in Zimbabwe, but we don't need to do that. All right. I played this. This is the triangle video I wanted to show you that I played on Third Phase Special Reports, the sister channel of Third Phase of Moon. This is like probably one of the best triangles I've ever seen. And if you guys can debunk this, good. I don't want you to, but just take a look at the video I played last night. I called it the best ever triangle TR3B captured on video. And then, oh my God, let's do it. And then we'll talk about the alien visitation captured on photographs. Oh, this is unbelievable. Yeah, we're going to do it. Go. I can't believe I just said that. It's one of the best ones I've ever seen.
All right, now he's in hot pursuit, trying to get better angles of this craft in the sky. It is quite incredible. Go ahead, listen to this.
The triangle just sitting in the sky, right there. It is a full triangle. Not even joking. About to pull over.
You can see it's a craft. You can see easily.
There's a triangle.
That's crazy.
Right there. There's a triangle on the side. What is that? Is that?
You know what makes me sad is that nobody else is out there recording. Well, I want to interject on myself here. That red light that we keep seeing flashing, it's not, and you know, is it an airplane? Okay, that would be the most obvious, right? It would be an airplane. But airplanes have two lights. First of all, at one point, you can see there's a craft here. The red dot shows up opposite this white one all the way over here. So I think this might be a diamond-shaped craft. And the red light is on the other corner that we just can't see. So it's like a baseball diamond. Watch. Fooled. So it looks, I'll even do it slow-mo just because we can. Like an airplane is flying right by it. All right, we don't need to hear drunk me or I'll start laughing. All right. It looks like it might be a little further away from, it's not, I don't know. Douche. Whatever this thing is, it's there. Hey, Harry Carey. Hey. Whatever this thing is, it's there. And that's a deep fly ball to center field, caught by the pitcher. It is a triangle. And it's probably the best one ever in the history of ufology. Sounds so stupid. I don't know of anyone better. Does anybody? I don't know anyone better. Seriously, it's freaking awesome. Anybody in the comment section can you put it in the comment section? I can't speak. I'm just watching this thing, and you even see a red light. Okay, so let's say, all right, is it an airplane? No. Because we only see the one. Hey, 1028 Productions, Doc Skinner! Right? See that red light, though? We only see the one light. Flashing, I should have said. This is great. We don't see the green one. Yeah, we don't see the green light. Usually you get a green and a red. Pretty wild. Right? I was hanging out with Tyler. One more time. I just love this thing. Hi. Listen to me. I was out there in Centerfield and I went, hey, that's a UFO. It's not a reflection. It's not a reflection at all.
You will have made efforts to blend in.
Say something. I don't say anything. All right. Hey, you can only knock on that door so many times. Let's get out of here. Too funny. Oh, that made me laugh inside. Okay, here's one from Third Phase. This was also, I don't know what this is. Why did I pull this one up? Must be good.
He's also submitted a movie as well. Let's just go ahead, run with this video, and take a look at the first video that has just come in.
What? Why does the volume seem so? Oh yeah, I remember this. This was one of the famous missile launches over LA. And Third Phase just happened to be there.
We've got multiple videos coming in, and this was captured, I think, in either Simi Valley or Culver City.
Hey, what's this 720 BS?
Gases that are emitting off
Come
of
on.
the rocket. It leaves this purplish hue cloud that is quite beautiful. That this was going to go down, and now it is, and the videos are rolling in. Tell me what you guys think. Are we coming in live right now through Facebook? Give this a big thumbs up for live events right here.
This is great. That's fast motion too. Look at that. Let's go twice as fast. Wow. Oh, look at that. It was like echoes or some sort of.
We're looking at the second angle that has just come into Third Phase Moon. Thanks for joining us live right now. We're covering the event as they have been filmed from the area.
That's bizarre.
These videos were captured by Charlie Lenz from Culver City and Keith Lewis from Simi Valley. And right now, we're sharing them with you. And we've got more videos coming in right now. Third Phase Moon. We're going to be getting into the third video in just a moment.
Me too. Anyway, I just thought that would be interesting. For some reason, it just... all right. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Who's this from? UFO Mania. The truth is out there. I'll have to show you this. Just take a look because I can only fair use it. But 1989, Nashville UFO photos provided by Commander Graham Bethune of the U.S. Navy. Eguj. This is supposed to be real. I don't remember seeing this. In here, looks like some disco balls were set up, right? You can even see one of them, one of the lights, just boom. Got some beautiful lights up here that look like it's a studio lights, or like on a stage. Strong circular columns of light, shining down, then suddenly stops in midair. It's like Close Encounters. Anyway, I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but it's supposed to be real. I don't know. I have to do more research. So the story, an experienced photographer was driving in a remote area near Nashville on the night of July 14th, 1989. And then what? He saw a light behind the trees on top of a mountain several miles away at about 9. He stopped his car, opened the trunk, picked up 2 cameras. He started walking toward the bright light. The light came over the mountain several miles away, and he started taking pictures with the cameras. He noticed a coronal discharge from around the perimeter of the object. It appeared to be materializing and coming into his vision. Yeah, how come we don't get that? How come we don't get that? Why don't we ever get to see the good shit? I got this video. Looks like it's I don't know, maybe I made it, maybe I didn't kind of shit. I want to see some real good video. We're just not getting it. He felt he was not in control of what was happening. Of course you weren't. He remembers constantly pushing the buttons on the camera. Each time he made a change, it sharpened the image. Oh, imagine that, a focus button. There were other witnesses, but they had been reluctant to come forward. The photographer has had a recent heart attack and an auto accident and does not want his name revealed. He had a heart attack and a car accident. Oh no, they weren't trying to kill him. Analysis of the film shows unusual colors not normally seen in any lighted object. The colors indicate a coronal discharge similar to the aurora borealis. Commander Graham Bethune gave his word that these were authentic photographs of an actual flying craft to the best of... Okay, this right here. To the best of his knowledge. In other words, it could be bullshit. Gave his word. Yeah. Just don't ask him for directions. To the best of his knowledge, you might get there or you might not get to your destination. He has known the photographs. He's known the photographs. Oh, the photographer, I can't see it because my circle light's in the way. For 24 years, and the man who worked for him for 10. He had always been known to tell the truth and was of high character. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like policemen and lawyers and doctors, all good observers, right? Well, they're just people you could trust. They know how to speak better than we do. No, they don't. They don't. All right. Just to get this over with. I see Doc Skinner tagged me in a post, but I'll get to that. So Dave Scott posted this. Today's thought of the Dave. What's your thoughts on UFOs being a political issue? Right off the heels of my show talking about politics, but nonetheless, a great question. I need a drink. Not a stiff one, just a mushy one. I need a limp one. Hold on a second. I got to get a drink. In the beginning of the show, I said, Ryan Stacy actually said that there's no politics in ufology. But there was a guy up here who answered Dave with the stupid answer. And he thought Dave meant the actual UFOs themselves, not that politics with people, but that the UFOs were being political. And I just said, are you serious? Dave's not asking if the actual UFOs are political. He's asking about ufology and politics. Unreal. And then I said, the politics of ufology are serious. One side, the left, says the UFOs are a threat and the right wants to make contact. The left's UFO news is mostly government and the right wants to talk to the public. And then I think I said that the left fakes shit and the right only wants legit shit. So then Ryan Stacy says, it's government tech. It's not a matter of secrecy. It's a matter of letting other nations see your hand. Putting pressure isn't going to get you answers. It never worked and it never will. And then he says, I have documents no one's ever seen before. Took me 10 minutes tops. All I had to do was ask nicely. What does that mean? Then he finishes off with, there is no political game. People just don't understand how the system works. And I said, are you kidding? Ufology is all political. I did. I said that. So then check this out. Now here's what that soft left piece of shit says. I assume by your statement, you have talked to and interviewed everyone in ufology, which I really have, and have confirmed without a doubt that everyone who studies UFOs is related to government affairs. What did I say? When did I say that? I didn't say that. I said nothing about that. He said, is that correct? Or are you assuming it's all political because that's what you were told or all you can comprehend? Don't use true statements without the data to prove it. Unless that's just your opinion, then you should state so next time. Look, Dave asked a question. This isn't a debate. I'm not here to give you evidence on what I believe. Everybody here was asked a question. Is there a political agenda with ufology? And I said yes. He said no. Now he wants me to give him proof because I made a definite statement? How dumb are people on that side? That's not what I said. And then he says, why are you so rude? Oh, I mean, Sparky Parker says to Ryan, why are you so rude? If you have questions, ask them and leave out the attacks. Thank you, Sparky. It makes it an unpleasant feed to read when people write like you have done. Thank God somebody had my back. But this is that left side of thinking. Anything you say can and will be twisted against you. That should be the new laws. That should be the new, what do they call that? What is that thing that I just read? The, what is it called? Miranda rights. Yeah, that should be, that's the next show. Ufology's Miranda rights. Ufolitics. Ooh, that is nice, Lee. And thank you for the super chat for $1.99. Super chat. Ufolitics, vote now. No doubt. Guys, don't you understand what's happening? Thank you, Lee. Very generous of you again. Thank you. Don't you see what I'm doing? Don't you understand it? You may not like me now, but in 5 years, you're going to vote for me. That's right. That's the 5-year plan. I just implemented a 5-year plan for GoofOn. We're going to be the voice of ufology. Third phase of moon. Yeah, all right. They already got that. All right, fine. I'll be the silent majority. Or what is it? The silent minority? The violent minority. No, I'm not violent. The left is violent. But do you see what a dick move? I didn't say anything rude. I did. That's the politics of ufology right there. What he just said. Trying to call me out? For what? Just because I said the opposite of what he thinks. He actually thinks there's no politics in ufology. Ryan Stacy needs a wake-up call. Somebody let Ryan... Ma! Meatballs for Ryan! The big ones! Unbelievable, this guy. And then Ryan says, I wasn't rude. If that's what you think, that's how you read it. And that's what you thought. I made a comment. He responded, meaning me. I asked a question. That's all. I thought it would have been rude if I didn't respond. Besides, I was commenting to Dave's question, not Richard's, mine. But he wasn't. Anyway, this is what reality is in ufology, okay? That's reality in a nutshell right there. You know what I mean? Unbelievable, these people. There is politics in ufology. It's bad. It's very, very bad. Hey, I don't know. I don't think Third Phase has anything going on tonight, and I'm not putting a video up. I'm making a video for my Patreons or patrons. So we will be back. What's that? Tomorrow? Yes, every day this week except for Saturday. We will be back. We will be here. Tomorrow is going to be a good one. I already know what I'm going to talk about. Music. Yeah. So Thank you, moderators and super chatters, for your time and your generosity. Thank you very, very much. Congratulations, Wreaking Havoc. He's got his blue wrench. He earned it. He's a real researcher. Never forget that. Thank you, newcomers and veterans alike. You guys, thank you. Even if it's just 1 minute, I appreciate that chance. So thank you. Like and subscribe and share. It really helps us grow. We need to hit 4,000 by tomorrow. If we don't, I don't even want to discuss it. And if you ain't looking out, you ain't looking up. Wait, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. That's it. Good night, everybody. Great show.
I don't know what you're complaining about. All you have to do is go to sleep. I'm not asking you to come with me. I was there. I know you were. You're scared of your own shadow and terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does find me gone. But how? Frida, I beg you, think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about him? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going, and you might as well stop arguing about it. And I warn you, if you dare tell on me, Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. You know what will happen if you do. Stop it, you're hurting me, not harming.